610 WTVN.
Check in with our guy in Dallas on the LegacyRetirementGroup.com phone line. It is Dallas attorney Jeremy Rosenthal. I'll be quick this morning, Jeremy. I know you probably want to get some time on the range before you tee off at 9 o'clock this morning.
Yes, I appreciate you guys thinking about me for a minute. Thank you.
It's all about you, man. Whatever we can do to make your life, it's your world, man. We're just living in it.
That's right. Never trust a tan lawyer. You know, we've been out on the range. We've been out, putting and chipping too much.
Never trust a tan lawyer. I like that. I'll use that. Hey, one of these stories I want to get to is I want you to tell us this story. There was a kidnapping and conspiracy charge filed against 5 Massachusetts college students. Now, the judge has dismissed this. They were accused of luring a man to their campus using a dating app. And this was sort of like a catch-a-predator style scheme. What were they hoping to accomplish here?
Who knows, man? So apparently this is a thing on TikTok where you can sort of play vigilante. So that's the problem when you're amateurs, is you don't do it exactly right. They lured an Army vet, 22-year-old Army veteran, comes to campus and with the promise of a 17-year-old on Tinder, which 17 in Massachusetts is legal. And the Beatles sing about, she was just 17. So, I mean, look, it's young, but in Massachusetts, it's legal. 25 college students jump him and they slammed his head in a car door. They beat the Nikes out of this guy. And that's the danger of doing this kind of on your own. A lot of the big charges got dropped a lot, but these kids are still in quite a bit of trouble. But apparently it's a TikTok thing. Apparently it's, hey, watch me play vigilante. So that's happening.
That's scary. So on what grounds did they drop those charges if 17 is the age of consent in Massachusetts? I mean, this guy technically wasn't going to do anything wrong, right?
No, he wasn't, and it doesn't hurt that it doesn't help everybody that he's an Army veteran, does it? That this is, and he's just a guy who's like, look, I'm reassimilating into society, and I can't sleep at night because I was fighting for your freedom, and so he shows up, and I think the issue was some of these charges that they brought they were getting aggressive. They were getting really creative with how these prosecutions were going. I think they tried to bring a kidnapping charge, which you've got to prove certain things. You've got to prove that you got this guy and that he couldn't leave. And they were like, no. He was running for his life down the street. He could leave, right? And so I think that and some conspiracy charges, but there's still a lot of assault that they're facing. There's still a lot of battery type charges that they're facing, and I think that you got to leave these things to the pros. The police get a lot of training on it. They get a lot of they know how to do this correctly. At some point, if you do this wrong, one of these perpetrators brings a gun. Something like that could happen. You just don't know what you're biting off. So leave it to the pros.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little creepy on this guy's part, but not illegal. Speaking with Dallas attorney Jeremy Rosenthal. And real quick, when it comes to those catch a predator stuff, how is that not entrapment of some sort? I guess entrapment only is if it's law enforcement, right?
That's a great point. So entrapment would be when a government official sort of overpowers your will. Think of entrapment like as in a murder for hire, where okay, you will do this. You're going to be my hitman, and if you don't agree to the terms of this murder for hire, I'm going to go to the police and tell them about all the meth you've been dealing. That would be something where you actually compel somebody to do something, just giving them the opportunity, not entrapment. But it is something that takes a little bit of legal training. And if you don't know what you're doing, then a clever defense lawyer, really handsome, who spends his time on the golf course, is going to come in and find the holes in the case.
Never trust a tan attorney. No. The other one, briefly, this was Virginia Beach, Virginia. A school suspended a 6th grade kid because he waited too long to report that another kid brought a bullet to class. So some kid brings a bullet to class, which, I mean, that's a bad idea. I mean, thankfully, it didn't have a gun associated with it, but he brings a bullet to class. Another kid sees it and doesn't say anything for a day and a half. The kid who doesn't say anything got the same suspension as the kid who actually brought the bullet to class.
Yeah, this is how you create lawyers, right? Is you suspend somebody and just kind of give them the shaft, and you suspend them, and then mom and dad go to court over this. But yeah, the real thing you're teaching this kid is not to say anything, right? If the kid's gonna get in trouble for reporting it too late, then the conversation turns into, dude, why'd you bring that bullet here? Everybody just shut up. Let's pretend like we didn't see it. Throw it in the sink. Yeah, nothing, or the drinking fountain, right? Who knows? I mean, that's look, I mean, be fair.
Well, you're right. I mean, you are now teaching the kid to, shut up and keep his head down. Would you rather learn about an infraction a day and a half too late, or would you rather not learn about it at all? I mean, that comes down to that question, and hopefully this kid goes to law school and becomes an attorney, because he was definitely treated unfairly in this one. All right, dude. Well, keep it on the fairway today, will you?
Yeah, I'll do my best. Well, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you guys.
All right, we'll check in next time. Dallas attorney Jeremy Rosenthal, News Radio 610 WTVN.
News Radio 610 WTVN.